Hello, my online flock and my fellow food flock, and as always, go flock yourself. We're here at another fun, maybe exciting, possibly action-packed, who knows, award-winning, probably not, episode of that show you've all come to know, love, and or possibly hate. Fat Guy Theater. I'm the Fat Guy, and today the theaters is Chipotle here in New York City, where I had a burrito with beef and beans and white rice. But anyway, now on to today's topic, train seats. My wife and I took Amtrak up, but we went fancy this time. We got business class. So we get on the train and we get to our seats, and there's this woman sitting in our seats. Now, this is an Amtrak, it's like a customer safety instructions. You know, they give you instructions in case there's an emergency. And let's hope there isn't, because, you know. But the other week I was on the L, the fucking thing caught fire, and we all had to get off at A Street. So anyway, but they got this instruction book, but it doesn't have, like, you know, common sense for seating. Now here's where I'm going with this. We get to our seats, and there's a woman sitting in our seats. And so my wife stares at her and she says, "Someone is sitting in my seat." Now, my wife is more diplomatic than me, although she can be quite fiery, believe you me. And not just with the farts. But anyway, because I would have been like, "Dingbat, get the fuck out of our fucking seats." But she said somebody was sitting in her seats. Now, if somebody is sitting in your seat, so you go sit in someone else's assigned seat, wouldn't it make sense just to say, "Excuse me, that's my seat," instead of going this? Because then you go sit in someone else's seat. Then when they go to get on a train, and in this case the they was us, now you're in our fucking way. So, you know, if you got a pair of tits, rub some ice cubes on them, perk up the nipples, get the big girl panties out, and grow some fucking balls. But anyway, and on top of that, so we were at Yankee Stadium today. We go to sit in our seat. There's a guy sitting in our seats there. I'm like, what is this? Sitting in our fucking seat day? Sitting in our seat on a train. He's in our way. There's other guys in our way at Yankee Stadium. You know, when you buy your ticket, you buy an assigned seat. So if that's not your seat, chances are that's not going to be good for you, because eventually someone's going to come along and, like a jackass, you're going to be sitting in their seat. So Amtrak, when you make more of these customer and safety instruction pamphlets, put a thing in there about don't sit in a seat that's not yours when it's an assigned seat. If someone is in your seat that you're assigned to, say, "Excuse me, that's my seat." And if that don't work, say, "Get the fuck out of my fucking seat, you stupid fucking moron." Now, maybe you don't want to word it like that because that's not very corporate, but I would love to see that in there. So, you know, throw some curse words into these pamphlets and have a good laugh while you're at it. Anyway, this has been another fun, maybe exciting, possibly action-packed, who knows, award-winning, probably not, episode of that show you've all come to know, love, and or possibly hate. Fat Guy Theater. I'm the Fat Guy, and my theater today is the Chipotle here in New York City, where my beautiful wife, the queen of the farts, we're having lunch.